There's going to be one pause. I know we said that we would have the Lady Steppers come on next, but we actually have our council member from the 45th District in the house, Jumaanee Williams. Let's give him a round of applause. So we invited him in today. I know that they all have very busy schedules, our council members, but he came in to greet you guys with some opening remarks, and come on up to the stage. Oh, sorry. Yes. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Thank you so much for coming.
All right, my pleasure. Hello.
You want to stand here?
What's up, everyone? I'll stand here. Where do you want me to go?
No, you good.
All right. How y'all doing? Great. That doesn't sound great. How y'all doing? Thank you. My name is Jumaanee Williams. I'm the council member for the 45th District. Actually, we're in the 45th District now. It stretches from here, Midwood, all the way to East Flatbush. Does everybody know what a council member is? No. There's 51 council members, so there are 51 districts in New York City. We have a population of about 8 million, so there's about 150-something thousand people in each district. So every part of our government here has an executive and a legislative branch. So in the federal government, the executive member would be anyone? The president. President Obama would be the executive. And Congress that you hear about would be the legislative branch. That's supposed to be a counterweight to President Obama. On the state level, the executive will be the governor, Governor Cuomo. Governor Cuomo will be the executive person in the state level, and the legislative branch is called the State Assembly and the State Senate. On the city level, the executive will be the mayor. Mayor Bloomberg on the city is the city executive, and then supposed to balance him out is supposed to be the city council members, one of which is me. We're supposed to counteract what the mayor is doing, and we're supposed to help him pass a $70 billion budget. New York City has the 4th largest budget after the United States budget, the California budget, New York State, and then you have New York City. Unfortunately, we don't always do a good job in blocking a lot of the foolishness that the mayor is doing, but that's another conversation. So the question that people wanted me to ask was how I became a council member, what inspired me. I always wanted to affect some sort of change. My first love is actually acting. I wanted to be an actor. That's what I started to go to school for. It's kind of the same game now, different stage. That's another conversation also. But so I got into politics actually at Brooklyn College. I'm a public school baby from preschool to master's. I was educated in the public school system. And I know I wanted to affect change somehow, and electoral politics was a great way to do that. And so I just waited for an opportunity, and I took it. And that was that. So, but the one thing I always try to tell young people, because sometimes adults don't, is that you're going to fail at something, and you're going to fail pretty miserably, and you may hurt a lot, and you may cry and stuff, but it's all right, because that's part of the learning process. The first time I ran for something, I came 12th out of 13, so I got spanked pretty bad. But if I had stopped there, I would not have been where I am now. And I usually try to use some sports analogies, because everybody usually knows Michael Jordan. Probably the greatest basketball player ever played. He missed more shots than he made. He shot under 50% for his entire career. And everybody knows Babe Ruth. Yes, he was the home run king. But you know what else he won? The year he won the home run king. Take a guess. He had the most strikeouts in that year. And it's very important to know that because people always see the success, but they don't see the failure. So I always try to make sure that people understand that you will fail, and it's okay. And everybody else who's sitting next to you, whether they tell you or not, are also scared of the same things you are. But it's just a matter of moving forward, putting your head down, focusing on the goal, and going forward. So I'm glad that you guys are here on a Saturday. And most, if not all, are Black and Latino, which means you start from behind the 8 ball, unfortunately, in society. But that's the other thing. You just got to work twice as hard. That's just the way it is. And we all know that. But either you work twice as hard or you don't, and then you don't succeed. So it's just a matter of understanding where you are, understanding who you are, and don't let anybody define where you are, who you are. It's difficult. Everybody knows the Trayvon Martin case that's going on now. You know people are profiling and look at us differently. Close to home, we have Romali Graham in the Bronx, kind of a similar situation. These are things that we're dealing with, but this is the world that we live in. even within that, you can be very, very successful. And I think everybody's going to speak to you from a different aspect of their life, has had some measure of success. And it's always important to point out that this is nothing, I'm not really that special. I kind of don't even look like a council member. Most people think I'm not a council member. I have locks, I have earrings. I love hip hop, and I reek of Brooklyn wherever I go. It's usually not the appearance that most people expect for a council member, but you just have to pave your own way. Education is hugely important. I hope everybody here is getting the education. Don't be worried if you don't know what you want to do. I actually was a pretty bad student, but I knew that it was important to get an education. So the adults always say you can't do anything without education. They're going to be mad at me. That's not 100% true. But life is much easier with an education. So I always say, why not take the easy route instead of the hard route? So something may happen. You can hit the lottery also, but if you have an education, the door just opens up so much easier, and it's really not that difficult. So I'm really not sure how long I'm supposed to speak for. Is that good? Okay, so I think I'm going to end it now. I want to thank you guys for allowing me to speak. I hope you guys have a great day. Remain inspired. Sometimes, I don't know who's religious, but sometimes you got to find inspired from God. You got to find inspiration from yourself. You have to meditate. Last thing, make sure you take some time for yourself. I know you have a certain way that you are with your friends, but you got to find some quiet time. I love hip hop. I play it a lot. In the evening times when I drive home, I've begun to try to play classical music because it calms me down a little bit so I can get some meditation. I hate classical music. It's real bad. I'm trying to enjoy it though, but it's a lot calmer than hip hop. You have to find something that calms you down, that gives you a zone so that you can meditate and concentrate on yourself. You don't even got to tell your friends you're doing it, but just do it. Because if you don't have that alone time, you're really not going to figure out who you are, and that's a problem. So I think I'm finished. Peace, everybody. Thank you.